thank you for coming here. I'm gonna interview you about couple things about your background. So first, let's talk about your family background. So how well did your father prepare you to become Tsar?
He didn't train me much, and when he died, I was not prepared to take his place as a Tsar.
Do you want to mention any other family members?
Alexia, but she has hemophilia.
Okay, how about we talk about some major events now? Do you want to mention about the World War One?
Yeah, there was a military conflict between Japan and Russia. We had dominance over Korea and Manchuria. Japan won.
And let's just kind of mention about the Duma, how it was established.
I have to create the Duma, which is a constitutional monarchy similar to Great Britain, because there were some revolutionaries knocking at my door.
I heard that you kind of dissolved it 10
I
minutes
just
later.
didn't like Duma.
Thank you so much for coming here.
No problem.
So thank you for coming. I know you're here as Nicholas II's wife. How about we first talk about the Russian Revolution? What do you
Russian
think?
Revolution, it started during the March of 1917 and it ended in the November of the same year. And it basically generated a new way of thinking about economy, society, and the government. So it is like an integrated form of multiple revolutions, including Bloody Sunday to the Bolshevik revolutions.
How about we also talk about Rasputin?
I overtrusted Rasputin. I believed him because he seemed to cure my son who had hemophilia.
And how did other political leaders feel about that?
Betrayed, which resulted them to kill Rasputin.
Is that about it?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so hello. Thank you for coming to this interview.
Yeah,
So what's your name?
my name is Victor.
How about we just talk about what you've seen throughout the years in Russia right now?
So during my years in Russia, I've seen constant peasant rebellions, complaints about that the government is not good, and that Nicholas II is not a competent leader right
Can we
now.
talk a little bit more specifically about the Russo-Japanese War?
Japan won, and that it was a humiliating defeat for us Russians, and it was the first time Asia has beaten a European power.
How about we talk about Bloody Sunday?
So on Bloody Sunday, I was just walking to the store, and then I saw this large group of protesters marching to St. Petersburg to ask Nicholas about some reforms that they wanted. But suddenly the soldiers, they took out their guns and just shot everybody. About 100 were killed, thousands were wounded. So I was very surprised Nicholas had allowed such a significant thing to occur.
So hello, what is your name?
My name is Natasha.
Hello, Natasha. So would you please
So Nicholas II, throughout his years as a major leader, made poor military decisions, and his wife Alexandra, her issues with Rasputin, that also played a vital role in the government while Nicholas was in the World War. Also, from then on, over the course of World War I, Russia endured major losses and was subject to extreme poverty and high inflation. So I think in February of 1917, there was such an uproar and riots broke out in St. Petersburg, and so in March 15th, he abdicated his throne, and his family were taken to the Ural Mountains, placed under house arrest. And in July 16th, about 17th, in 1918, Nicholas II and his family were murdered by the Bolsheviks.
And finally, do you believe in the Bolsheviks? Like, do you think they will create a better Russia for tomorrow?
We'll have to see about that.